So let me just ask this question to all of our guests. Is Turkey still sexy?
So I am the first to answer
first.
this question, this great question. I think I would not have been here if I didn't think that Turkey was sexy. It's true that Turkey is not our main target as a fund. We are a European fund, and it's part of our potential investment, but it's not our main target. However, we really think that it can be a country for high-growing companies, and we would like to take advantage of this. I really think that there are sustainable bases in Turkey, which makes it sexy. And even if we can argue about it later, even if there are some things that could make us think that it's not sexy anymore, I think that these bases are really sustainable, and that's why, as we are VC investors, we all know that it's a long-term financial asset, and we should not concentrate on the short-term issue, but more see in the long run. And I believe in Turkey for the long run.
Everyone?
Yeah, I agree with Audrey. And following up on her point, what matters for long-term investors is long-term economic growth. And I'm now as confident as I ever was that the next 10, 15 years will be a period of very successful economic growth for Turkey. In particular, that it will grow from a country with a GDP of $700–800 billion to a country with a GDP of something on the order of $1.5 trillion. And in the process, there will be always volatility. But if you're a long-term investor, you're much more focused on the long-term upside rather than the kind of kinks on the way.
All right, yes. So I believe that when you decide as an investor to go into the emerging markets, you know there are going to be ups and downs, and you can't expect having steady growth like you can experience in developed markets. But while during the crisis time, it's also where you find amazing entrepreneurs that manage both to sustain and even to grow the business. And when recovery would come, because it's a long-run investment, then they would have such a big knowledge about the market, about the insights, about the ability to take good decisions, that would be really hard for a new entrant to compete with them. So I guess during crisis you learn a lot. So it's a lot about the risk profile of each investor, whether you want to take the bet now while it's risky, but then comes the reward. And Audrey has a risk profile, everyone has one, I have one, and they're all different. So it also really matters, and it's also a big matter of depending on the sectors. I would talk about consumer internet and digital media because that's where my expertise is. But everyone's expertise would be more maybe about gaming, and it's not the same game then.